Hey folks, good night. This is actually not my first video for this channel. It actually had a channel before, but I just remade it. Yeah, I deleted all the previous videos and created into a FPL channel because I found a new love for FPL recently. Yeah, it's really cool actually. You know, it's it's interesting. It is. Well, I shouldn't say FPL because I'm not just in FPL, but I started there. This is actually my first season in the FPL. Last season I tried to enter, and there was some issue with email and whatnot, and I couldn't enter. But I'm here now. So this is actually my first season in FPL. Yeah, it is. There's my team here so far. Uh, I think my rank is somewhere in between 1 million and 2 million, but more to the 1 million side. But I still have a couple players to play in game week 22 that would make everything better in terms of points based on this year. Because I believe this is the main league that I'm competing in here. Um, one called Harlem FPL. And this guy at top right here, Crucible FC. He's a nuisance, but he actually really good and he gives really good pointers. Shout out. I think his name is Keeve on Twitter. You could give him a follow. He has great insight. Regardless, this is my rank right now. So I guess I'm closer to the 2 million mark. However, I have Bowen Benrahma off the AFCON. I have Bowen, Tony, Antonio, DCL, Johnson, and Pickford. I have no faith in DCL. I honestly think he would get injured again. And it was a horrible idea for me to even put him on my team. I don't know what I was thinking, but too bad. Benrahma, I honestly didn't pay no attention. I forgot that he went off to AFCON, so too bad. But he still gave me 6 points, which rivals Salah 7 points on the other one. So I could live with the 6 points from Benrahma. Johnson will give him a good point if the game with Southampton goes ahead. And Pickford, oh Jesus. Everton is in shambles at the moment. Everton is in serious shambles. So I have no faith in my Evertonian assets, especially DCL, who made of paper apparently because I'm hearing that he's injured or picked up a knock or something like that. I really hope not, but if that's the case, I frustrated. So I really hope I can get some goals from Tony and Antonio and Bowen so that it could push me above these guys here to probably here. I'm hoping that I can reach probably like here or something. All his players play already except Bowen and Antonio, so I had a fight with those guys. So if I'm to defeat him, I need points from Tony as well, Johnson and Pickford to push past the Bowen and Antonio. So yeah, that is it there. But anyhow, this video intentionally was supposed to be a FPL video where I discussed the sites that I use to help me make my decisions and whatnot, and recent sites that I came across and apps. However, I have an idea, and it's this one. We are going to discuss AFCON. Now, how many people here watching this video know majority of the AFCON players? Like, I know a few, and the ones that I do know are from the Prem. The ones that I do know are from the Prem. You understand? And if you do know the most on the Prem, they actually exceed 100 million. So you need to look around. So I've been looking around like crazy using my next browser. I've been looking around like crazy trying to find persons to actually fit into my team. I was checking out the African Cup of Nation qualifiers to see who have the least goals against, who actually scored the most goals and whatnot. So I would like to discuss that. I might discuss it in this exact video because I don't want this exact video to be so long. But for future videos, to keep you guys coming back because I have to give you good insight and stats. So I would make it in another video. But how many of y'all know proper AFCON players to help make your side? No, I was really lost making this side. Like really lost. But based on using this year, I was able to, and this transfer market, because I needed to find out, okay, the stats of certain players, like how much goals, the score and whatnot. Yeah, I needed transfer. If you know another site that has give you that, fine by me. Pass it on in the comments. But if not, um, I guess I'll have to continue using transfer market until I get a better app or site. But yeah, this is what I use. So I was watching here that the Moroccan national team actually conceded the least goal out of all the teams in AFCON qualifiers, and I was like, huh. So I went on and I checked, okay, how many players from Morocco that I know. And then after I went on to check, alright, let me check the Moroccan team. So I went to my transfers and I check up and I get two players actually that I know. So one of them is our favorite Roman Size, that is a Wolves defender. And this guy here, who I have no idea who he is, you understand? Like I have no idea who is Naif Agad. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it properly. I do not know this guy. But when I check on transfer market, I realize, well, oh, cool. He actually plays most of the games. He cheap. He's only 5.5. And on top of that, Morocco have a proper defensive record. Now, for me, I am actually going in a three, a 3-5-3, a 3-4-3 formation. I mean, reason being, I could exert my funds on persons I know might start, and then pick some random differentials that I don't know might never even see the pitch, but I had to make up the points. Now I think Medjbury might play. That is a teenager for United. He's actually really talented. He was in the finals against Algeria where they lost 2-0. But I pick him there because he's a 4.5 asset, cheap. Tunisia. This is another Tunisia player here, some guy called Bron. When I check transfer market, he actually plays a lot as well. Like he plays a lot, so I picked him and I put him in. I only 1% own, so he's a differential. Now I don't know how real FIFA does work, but if it's anything like FPL, the least you own a player, the more points you pull in. So hopefully it's the same fundamental concept. This goalkeeper, I have no idea who he is, but I put him in because he worth 4 million and that's the cheapest goalkeeper I could find. Look, you see, everybody put him in. Probably most persons probably pick him as well. 2%. So I was sure about Matria at the back here, except Bay. I honestly not sure about Bay. Because Bay does get injured a lot. Last time I heard, he was injured for United, but he left for AFCON, which means that he will probably be fit and ready to play with Cote d'Ivoire when they take on, who is Cote d'Ivoire first game? I have no idea who is these guys. Who are these guys? These guys are Equatorial Guinea national football team. I have no idea who is them. See, most persons lost like me, but yeah. He playing this guy, Algerian. I have no idea who is them. I'm not going to search it. It's not really important right now. But yeah, there's another important factor. Check out the fixtures for each of the tournament. Check out all, because you know how to match your side, how to pick it and fit it to the proper players. So I actually triple up on the Algerian team. I triple up on the Senegalese team. I double up on Tunisia. I was about to double up on Morocco defense because I have the strongest defense as the stats suggest right here. But I needed cash to flow around. I'm not too sure. This isn't my final team, but this is the team that I started with. So I triple up on the Moroccans. I double up on the Moroccans. Single up actually, because I removed the next one, which was size, who was 5.5 million, and this one is only 5 million. Right, I brought in Koyate and B. So Algeria is a good team. They are a good team. See, they scored 19 goals. That one of the highest out of all. They scored 19 goals against. The defense is okay, 6 goals conceded, but it's the attacking returns we're looking at. So that is the first set of players I went for. The first set of players, Algerian players. Now I wasn't too sure. Actually, I selected Hala first because I was like, okay, Hala, you see how we do it in the UCL? He crushing teams. Ajax is the team to go, but Hala playing for Ajax might be the same as Hala playing for the national team. So, and then after, he was really expensive. He was really expensive, just like Salah. Yeah, watch out that. Hala is 11.5 million. He playing for Cote d'Ivoire. Cote d'Ivoire have a reasonably nice group, so he could put plenty goals. He could put in a lot of goals, but I thought maybe I might put the funds around, but he's a good option to bring in. He is. Like if you're planning to play one up top and then after get 2 cheap strikers. Let me see where's the cheapest striker you could get right now. The cheapest striker you can get is let's check. I don't know now. Cheapest striker might be around 5 million, 4 million, somewhere there. And at 4.5, let me see what it goes. 4 million. 4 million is the cheapest striker you can get. Of course, they mightn't get any sweat, but you could bring them in and play one up top, depending on how you want to put your formation. I went for, as I tell you, I went for 3-4-3 because I wanted to disperse some money in the midfield and in the striking force. So my backline is what really take the hit, because I have no idea who is this guy, Nick Kiema. I have no idea who he is, but he was cheap, so I bought him. Medjbury, I don't know if he'll sweat, I think he would. So my midfield is actually proper, at least for me. This guy here, when I was looking at him on track, he upcoming and he scored a few goals for Tunisia. So I placed him in there. Plus he's only 6.5 cheap. But if it's anything, I may remove him, bring in a cheaper striker, remove Partey or Brahimi, and bring in Frank Kessie. Kessie is a good player, and I think he's a penalty taker, if I'm not mistaken. I believe he's a penalty. How else even spelling him? Look him there. Right, Kessie. I wonder if I had the first name correct. Right, Frank Kessie, Cote d'Ivoire. And Cote d'Ivoire have a proper group where he could get lots of goals and assists, but I'm not sure if to bring him in. You know, he's expensive. He's 7 million, and I like the Algerian team. The Algerian team, look like they have goals all around the team from this guy and all. Yeah, I'm more leaning towards the Algerian assets for the attacking output. Had to bring Mane in there. Now I know most of you are looking at my team and seeing, well, damn, where's Salah? Salah is worth a whopping 13 million, just like the Prem, just like FPL. I can't put Salah in my team. He would damage everywhere else. And I don't suggest that you put Salah in your team as well because he would affect your defense and other places. Now you could put him in, you can, and maybe at before the line up, the deadline, I may place him in there. But personally, I don't see the sense for putting 3 premium midfielders in there and damaging the rest of the entire team. Also, I have been looking around at Egypt, and I don't think Egypt really has a chance compared to the others. Egypt right now is 9th place. Even though they conceded 3 goals, the output is only 10. Salah is one man. I don't know if all the goals actually came from him or whatnot, but I think he could get better output from the Algerian assets and the Senegalese assets. Even though there are 10 goals, Mane is in the team right now. Mane makes the team considerably stronger. It also has Nigeria, it has Tunisia, which placed they were the runner-ups in the Arab Cup. They lose to Algeria, so it have proper attacking outputs there. I even looked at Eric Choupo-Moting, but then after scoring, he just barely score goals for his country. So I was like, nah, I'm not gonna put him in there. Not at all. At all, at all. Eric Choupo-Moting stays out of my team. So I need your insight on how we go about selecting a proper team. So I'm gonna be making a couple of videos leading up to AFCON 2022. We're dropping a little pointers on how we could best select our team to go in there, because I know a lot of FPL owners will want to take a little ride. Some might take a rest because your wives, your children need your attention more than FPL. But for those that like the excitement and the Prem being affected by COVID and this isn't, we could have a little enjoyment and go into serious battle mode for AFCON 2022. So there's my first vid. Many more to come based on the feedback that I receive. I hope you like it. Like, share, subscribe. Remember to share, because that is how I make more and more videos. And leave your comments. No dirty comments, please. Only nice. This is my first time. I don't know if you hear me super properly. I'll check the video before I release. But based on all this talking, I don't want to do it again, so I might release it regardless. So thanks for listening.